Don't forget to check out and grab your copy of our two newly released books, Football, a Love Story, and What Did Football Teach Me? These books feature over 100 stories from current and former coaches, players, executives, and entertainers from across the football landscape, describing what got them involved in the game, what they love about it, and what life lessons the game taught them. You can find your copy or order your copy from our website at footballgameplan.com/books. First, let's start off with some keys to victory for both teams in this ball game. We're going to start with the New England Patriots. I think they have to push the tempo early on to get Jimmy Garoppolo into a groove and have him feel comfortable in the pocket. Speed it up to slow it down, control the pace, control the tempo, and it'll help them control that rush that's going to be coming from the Arizona Cardinals. Second, it's about spreading the field. 1 and 2, I think, go hand in hand because, in my opinion, if you spread the field with your offensive formations, you expand that 3-4 defense, and you help neutralize the pass rush. Because, again, one of the things that's tough about the 3-4 defense is that it's very hard to find out where that fourth or fifth guy is coming from pre-snap. But if you expand the field, if you expand your formations 4 wide, sometimes go empty, it allows you to then widen out their rush responsibilities and zone responsibilities, so you can then decide, okay, they're coming from this way or they're coming from that way, and it'll help you be much more effective throwing the football. And lastly, defensively, it's about team defense versus the run. The Cardinals have tremendous talent in the backfield with David Johnson, Chris Johnson, and also Andre Ellington. All three guys, in my opinion, do a great job of making the first guy miss. And if you don't have 11 guys rallying to the football, one missed tackle could end up being a touchdown. Moving on to the Cardinals in this ball game, I think they're going to have to play multiple offensive games. And what I'm talking about is that sometimes they may have to go to their power running game. They have the personnel to go double tight end sets with a fullback in the backfield and run downhill, or they can go 4 wide, sometimes empty, and pick you apart in the passing game. I think both games will have to be in play versus New England to keep that defense guessing. Also, you want to make Jimmy Garoppolo beat the blitz. That was a knock of his game, coming out of Eastern Illinois versus pressure. The Cardinals can bring pressure in droves from each and every level of their defense, force him to beat the blitz in order to have success defensively. And also, I look at that offensive line. The front 5 protection is still a slight question mark, in my opinion, for Carson Palmer going against a very creative defensive coordinator, Matt Patricia. How well can his front 5 protect Palmer, keep him clean, could ultimately determine how well they do as a whole. This week versus the Arizona Cardinals, the Patriots will be breaking in a new starting quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo, but I do think they can take advantage of their dual tight end combination of Martellus Bennett and Rob Gronkowski. I'm going to show you how they can do so in creating mismatches versus that aggressive Cardinals defense. Show you what we're talking about here. We're going to have Rob Gronkowski off the line of scrimmage. We're going to have Michael Bennett on the line of scrimmage. We have a little short pistol set because I love the pistol and the fact that you can still run either side as opposed to shotgun where you're kind of dictating where you're going with the football. So I do like the pistol for that reason. And also, you allow yourself to turn your back to the defense, which always screws up the linebackers' keys and reads because they don't know what's going on with the ball. So this is why I have Jimmy Garoppolo in the pistol. But when you look at this from a run perspective, let's just say you want to run straight ISO or a straight lead or what have you, or even a short toss. You can because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the box because you flexed out Martellus Bennett. So now you have the numbers advantage to your advantage. So let's say if you want to run the football, so you could bring Rob Gronkowski in motion, base block here, base block there. You can get a good combo here and have him work up this way. You also have Rob Gronkowski coming back to get this backer here. Nice little short toss. Tailback's going outside, boom, boom. It's up to him to make that safety miss. So that's a running play. So now if we want to work the passing game, which is what everybody wants to do with these two outstanding tight end options, what you want to do or what you can do or what I like to do is the fact that you can now bunch these guys up. Bring Rob Gronkowski over in motion, have him stacked right behind Martellus Bennett. Now if you're Jimmy Garoppolo, you're just trying to see how will these guys adjust. Will they bring a safety down, which then allows you to have this guy running whatever he wants to run behind that safety. So what we're going to do, we're going to have this receiver work up and run the short in route. That's your pseudo built-in hot read. And we're going to have Martellus Bennett split the safeties going over. We have Rob Gronkowski running down the seam. So now what you essentially do is put the safety in the bind. Do I stay over top of Rob Gronkowski or do I get over top of Martellus Bennett? And if he's drawn a backer coverage, a linebacker, whether that's Deion Buchanan or a traditional linebacker, that's a matchup you want to take 10 times out of 10. And backside, you have your short in route as well. Again, putting pressure on the safety. Either he's going to stay underneath or cover this in route or this dig and leave him wide open running across the middle of the field. And you also have the added benefit of having this guy show block first if this guy comes, and then leak it out in the flat. And now you have all the protection you need because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you're Jimmy Garoppolo. So that's the problem that guys like Rob Gronkowski and Martellus Bennett can cause to a defense, because you have guys that are matchup nightmares that have the ability to flex out, either in space, out wide, or in the slot. And if New England Patriots wants to get Jimmy Garoppolo in the groove, they got to find creative ways to utilize both tight ends. The Cardinals will be facing a new quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo, so I'm pretty sure they want to send pressure early and often, which is why I believe they can take chances on 3rd and short. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here with this defensive front. We're going to wipe out this backer and call him Deion Buchanan, because he can match up one-on-one versus this tight end. So now you have Deion Buchanan matched up, locked in on the tight end, pressing him at the line of scrimmage to try to throw off the timing of the passing game. And so what you want to do, we're going to be manned up on the outside. Boom, inside, taking inside position. I'm a big fan of taking inside position. The only way I'll take outside position is if I would expect help coming from somewhere else. But inside position, use the sideline as your friend, use the sideline as your extra defender, and the quarterback will have to be that much more accurate throwing the football down the field. So again, these guys are locked up one-on-one, so don't even worry about that. And now you're going to walk this strong safety slowly down the line. Boom, he's coming off the edge. That's why you want Deion Buchanan matched up one-on-one versus tight end on the line of scrimmage, because it frees up the strong safety coming outside. And again, he's going to be your peel back blocker, which what I mean is this guy leaks out into the flat, he's going to peel off his blitz and go cover him. So the goal is to have Jimmy Garoppolo hold this football entirely too long. So we're going to have pressure up here. He's going. No sack was going to hold. Wait for this back who are walking up, shoot the B gap, hold, then occupy the B gap as well. So dual B gap pressure. Contain. We're going to have this backer just come straight off the edge, weak side, because he took away the slant because we have inside position. So now we have this one safety back deep. Backer's going to pick which side he wants to go. Let's shoot him down the B gap as well. So you're sending the house. You have a lot of pressure. You have speed coming off the outside with the strong safety and the backer. Again, he's peel back protection. You can even have these guys as peel back protection, so that way they don't even have to worry about peeling back if the back leaks out. You have these 5 techs that are athletic enough to strafe down the sideline while you have speed coming on the outside. But either way, the goal is taking a chance on 3rd and short to either force a quick, inaccurate pass or be able to get Jimmy Garoppolo on the ground.
The biggest X factor in this game for New England will be their ability or their inability to run the football. You look at guys like LeGarrette Blount, James White, whomever is going to get the bulk of the carries in the backfield has to do a great job of providing balance to that offense to keep a lot of the pressure off Jimmy Garoppolo. And for the Cardinals in this ball game, I think the biggest X factor is probably their most important player on offense, the quarterback. Carson Palmer has to be sure to protect the football, because you're looking at an undersized yet guys that are active and ball hawks in that New England secondary. Guys like Logan Ryan. You also look at the rookie Cyrus Gray, McCourty. Those guys do not miss opportunities to pick off passes, and if any errant pass finds its way in that secondary, is going to be a problem. So Carson Palmer has to play a big-time game in order to knock off the Patriots at home. I like the Cardinals in this ball game. This game, in my opinion, has tremendous matchups across the board. You look at the Cardinals ground game against that Patriots front 7. You also look at the Patriots tight ends versus that Cardinals secondary. And you also have the quarterback battle between Jimmy Garoppolo and Carson Palmer. I think the biggest X factor in this game, or the biggest decision to why I'm going with the Cardinals, is the fact that the Cardinals defensive pressure is a downward type pressure, which means they're going to get pressure from their defensive line, their linebackers, whether that's inside or outside. And on the secondary, they can press on the corners. They can match up versus tight ends. I think this is a difficult matchup defensively for the Patriots, which is why I think the Cardinals defense will be a big reason why they win the game.